Francis Tiafoe, what have you just done? Yes, we'll go over the craziness which just occurred in Shanghai in China, and he's not the only one that has had a crazy meltdown today. We will go over some of the players that have, because this tournament has been quite frantic. But yes, make sure you leave a like, comment and subscribe for more content like this and tennis content. All the likes, comment and subscriptions are all much appreciated, so continue to show the channel love and support, and yes, I appreciate it more than you believe. But let's get straight into this. Francis Tiafoe, this is ridiculous. Those who don't know what I'm talking about, today Francis Tiafoe played in a match in Shanghai, and yeah, it was an interesting match. He lost in 3 sets, but that does not tell anywhere near the story. To be honest, even the winner of this match, not a lot of people are talking about that, but what they are talking about is what happened directly after the match. So you're probably asking what happened after the match. As soon as Tiafoe lost and went to go and shake his opponent's hand, everything seems normal, but he turns to the umpire and starts cussing out the umpire and swearing at him and abusing him continuously multiple times. So this is crazy. And the fact that it's so clear on the mics what he said, and the fact that it wasn't just a one comment, he made 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 comments over a 2-minute time frame, is mind-boggling. Let's talk about this moment for a second, and I want to hear your thoughts because I've got my thoughts. Obviously, stuff had to have happened for Tiafoe to have a build-up like this. So during the match, he was getting a lot of time violations by the umpire, and I think some of them were pretty unfair on Tiafoe. And I think Tiafoe sensed a bit of angriness from this because when he got a few time violations, it ultimately cost him a few points a few times. And that, I think, really frustrated him. In a match that went to 3 sets and is such a tight match, every point made a difference. I don't think Tiafoe was abusing the time by any stretch of the imagination, but I do think the umpire could have been a lot smarter in these situations to avoid something like this. That's not here nor there, but the outrage from Tiafoe was just not acceptable in my opinion. I think what happened today is something that we should just keep locked up and as an example to show tennis players that we should not be doing this ever again. Having respect for the opponent is obviously going to be so important, and having respect for the umpire is vitally as important as your opponent. And today Tiafoe crossed that line. You're seeing people say Tiafoe should be instantly banned from the tour for a time period. I want to halt that train for a second. I just don't think that warrants anything other than a big hefty fine which Tiafoe will have to pay. Obviously he crossed the line, and he understood he crossed the line because this apology here showed it. He did apologize, and he did say that this was just a moment that he just regrets. Tiafoe is one of the players that you don't ever see have a reaction like this, so for him to have this reaction, something clearly did have to irritate him. And he held out his hand up and he said he's sorry. But in general, banning him is not an option, in my opinion, for the ATP to do. I think you should give him a hefty fine. I don't know what anywhere in the region of, but just so that this type of stuff, so you set an example where you cannot do this. But that wasn't all. There was another incident in Shanghai earlier today as well with Alexander Zverev and the umpire as well. There has been a few incidents. I'll go to another one in a bit, but this is the second one. So Alexander Zverev thought the ball only bounced once, and the umpire said it was a double bounce. This led to a huge reaction from Alexander Zverev saying how he gets robbed and he's being robbed and this is unacceptable. This led him to throw his racket in the air as soon as he was holding onto the net cord, went back, threw the racket in the air. But that didn't stop there. He went back on the change of overs to his bench where he spoke to the umpire, and he said to the umpire that all you umpires in the Grand Slam finals that I've been in have cost me. You guys want to make it all about yourselves and you try and make it as difficult as me to win it, pretty much. So he pretty much said that in his Grand Slam finals that he's played, the umpires have cost him. I don't know about that one, Alexander. I'll be honest, I don't know about that one. But yes, today you kind of did have a point in the sense that these type of calls have been pretty bad. Today, though, it wasn't bad. He got the correct call, but you having that outrage, kind of hopefully someone within the ATP sees something, and yeah, they see that, oh, we do need to improve this for next year because this is becoming more and more of a prominent issue for umpires. This incident was referenced by Alexander Zverev when he was arguing to the referee. he also referenced the one that we talked about with Tiafoe. But this one was with including Stan Wawrinka. This was pretty much human error. The umpire pretty much read out the wrong score in one of the games, and that game cost the opponent in the Stanislas Wawrinka match. And yeah, that is a huge human error mistake to make. Obviously now Nick Kyrgios had to get involved in this and thought the referee should be fired. Nick, I don't know what you've been doing. In this situation, it was kind of difficult because all 3 sets were very close and both players could have won the game. So that point could have made a big difference. We can see, especially in the Shanghai tournament this year, a lot of umpire mistakes have cost people. Why is this? I genuinely don't know, but I just think this tournament has been magnified a lot in the sense of umpire decisions going wrong. Let me know what your guys' conspiracy is behind this, but in general, umpire decisions have just been really weird this past 2 weeks. And yeah, today Tiafoe, yeah, Zverev, yeah, but I think this Wawrinka one was pretty bad because you don't really, and I can't remember, correct me if I'm wrong, if this has ever happened, but the umpire doesn't really read out the wrong score and cost opponents points like that. So this is quite interesting to see. But yeah, in general, these have been crazy moments. Tiafoe lost it, Zverev lost it, and Wawrinka lost it. And yeah, pretty much the Shanghai Masters has been a pretty interesting 1000 event. Let me know your thoughts about this event. Let me know your thoughts about all these refereeing decisions and umpiring decisions. And yeah, leave them in the comments below. But as always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow or another day when more stuff happens in the video. Peace.